Hey Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at Cybervillain Roxy in toy form, and I've got to admit this is one figure that I really wanted, so I'm extremely happy that I finally got her. So let's have a look at the packaging. First of all, we can see you got Roxy there. It says escape on top. I think a lot of people haven't seen that. Maybe it's just in the actual artwork. Then you have Roxy, you have a key. I'm very interested to see what her key says. You've got her weapons, then you've also got the figure. It says Power Rangers Roxy. And then on the back, I really like this. I think this is actually quite awesome. So the key goes into the morpher, it attaches to the arm, and then obviously you've got her weapons. On here, it shows you the wave that you get. So they re-released these three Rangers here, and then obviously you've got Jax. So that's pretty much it. There's nothing in the top. There's nothing on the bottom bar the barcode. So let's open up this bad girl and have a look inside. But if you want to see more of these videos, then hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. And now, without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. And here she is. Now, I've got to admit, I really like it. And I like the light shining on. That kind of makes it a bit blurry up here. But let's have a look at the figure. So I really think that this costume is amazing. This could have literally been the main bad guy. I reckon like the sort of way it looks, I just think it looks absolutely perfect. The amount of detail and paint on this, I am very impressed with. I know that Hasbro are knocking it out the park with these, and this is perfect. So you've got her face here, as well as her kind of goggles up here, and then you can see just here that there is kind of like detail like diamonds there. I really love her face in this as well. It reminds me a lot of like the Psycho Rangers. So we can see you've got kind of silver there, and then you've got black going there. As we look down here, I really love these parts here. I think that looks really nice. I love the amount of detail. It's not just a plain kind of like plastic. You can see that they've taken the time there and there. When we move down here, like the main, like it looks like a corset, which is great. Even along here, you can see that they put the detail in there. That looks absolutely fine, as well as the paint going over here, even just around there too. That looks fine. I really like the choice of paint that they've done. Even when you look at the kind of shoulders, you can see here there's like little kind of metal parts, like kind of like rivets or something. Same here, and then obviously you've got the kind of silver right there. I thought just then that was a bit of paint gone wrong, but no, even that small amount of paint just there, they've actually added that in, and that really adds to the figure. Even down here, I think maybe they could have had maybe gold or yellow gold just around down here. That would have added to it, that made it amazing. But even like the sort of texture that you can see just here, look, even that there, that's something that you'd never see like on a Bandai product. You know, it'd all just be one color, which I think would be a shame, but this looks really cool just for this, just for that alone. Moving down, we can see there is a ton of detail just added. Like even like for this, they've got the paint spot on. So far, we've only into the second stage, but I can't really see any paint going over, which I generally think is amazing. Like literally the like circle meant to be rivets there for metal or whatever. Even there and there, they really stand out. The color scheme, I think, is absolutely perfect for this figure. It really stands out. Now, I have noticed, I think that if you could have painted these, you know, if there was paint on them, I think that would have just added to it, because this is basically a 3-paint figure. But just with the amount of sheer detail for the price that you're paying as well, I think it's perfect. They, again, Hasbro are knocking it out the park when it comes to it. Just as I say, the amount here, the way it is, even on the leg down, even on the trousers, it's crinkled, to obviously show that she's wearing trousers, and it's just not a smooth product. Again, I think that if Bandai had this, that would have exactly been the same. Well, not the same, but it would have just been plastic, and you know the amount of details that you get in this, Bandai wouldn't be able to do, or they charge a lot more for the figure. But just with here, I even like the silver, so it's a 4-piece, even silver at the top of the armbands as well. So yeah, it's a 4-color piece figure, but for what it is, it looks good. I love the way that the light is kind of capturing it, because it looks metallic and shiny. That's what I really like about this. Coming back to down here, we can see that it's just pretty much one color, which again looks fine. You can see that there's slight texture just here, and then on the shins, You can see just there and there, there's like rivets and bolts. So again, they put quite a bit there. The shoes look kind of a bit weird. It just kind of reminds me about Mickey Mouse for some strange reason. Don't know why, but but right there is fine. The back of the boots are pretty much very simple. Just there, you can see that they've got lines coming up, which looks absolutely fine to me. Not a lot, but I think that looks okay. And then we've got the bottom of a cape, and I really love the fact that this figure comes with a cape as it falls over. So it's a very, very kind of nice touch. I know that the character had it, but I really like the fact that they've added this. Even like it's a bit hard, so it's a harder plastic, not too hard, but again, like I really wish it was a little bit more bendy, because I think adding that sort of texture and having that for the figure would have been fine, or even maybe moving it. But again, for the price for what it is, it's fine. We can see more texture along here, and just here you got more bolts. I really, again, like the color. If we can see just underneath, you can see that they've left in some sort of like detail. I really wish, again, this was a bit softer plastic, but as we can see here, just looking at all like that, I think that looks cool. I would have laughed if that was all painted down there, but I know it's not, but that would have been awesome. It would just added a little bit extra. But I'm glad that, you know, for what it is, they added detail and didn't keep it like a straight plastic, which would have taken away from the figure. But again, I really like saying, like, you know, just these armbands here that kind of work well. And then we can see just here and here, that's fine. Coming back to the part, I did mention this before, but we can see on the back of the head here, it's absolutely fine. This detail just there. And I really like here. I just think it looks really nice at the way they've done it, even along the neck. Is it on the front? Yeah. So even on the back of the figure, it's all painted, and then you can see slight detail just along the top. So boom, this is perfect. And even just underneath the head there is a little bit of detail, which I think is absolutely fine. This is a great figure altogether. Let's have a look at the articulation test. Now, I'm a bit gutted that there isn't anything with the feet. Oh, that's kind of loose. That is very loose. I don't think I've ever, like, oh, so this is one thing I'm not a really huge fan of when it comes to these sorts of things. Like, it feels like here that the joint is really loose, that the peg could come out, but it's when you try and bend the knee a little bit, it feels like just there, you know, it could have been a little bit tighter. That one moves okay, but again, I think I'll just literally have it in like one pose or something with the weapons. But again, I think that this figure will just go straight on display. So I'm not a big fan of that one. It does feel like that joint could have been a little bit tighter. So the legs, again, I really wish that when it comes to the Rangers, like they all have like articulations everywhere. But you know, again, it's a bit, the leg just keeps a little bit of thing, but a bit disappointed. I do think that the cape, so you can't really have a pose that well. So you can't move it all the way back because the cape does kind of hinder it, which is a bit grim. Again, like the hand joints could have moved, but again, it's all a solid feature. So like that is fine, and that's pretty much all you're gonna get. The arms do turn all the way around, and they do move up and down. So I'm guessing that is a little bit there. And again, that's about it. So I do kind of think, I mean, the head does turn all the way around. It does kind of remind me of Ant-Man now. So, you know, it could have been a little bit better on that one. Even having like a torso move, that would have been cool. So I'm hoping this comes out as a legacy figure, because I think that would look absolutely perfect. But so far, that's the articulation test. Let's have a look at all the accessories and also the sound. So this is the key that you get that can attach to our arm. I generally really like these. I just wish they did these a little bit bigger. And then you've got the kind of like nodes there. Her weapons are very kind of standard, not painted, which for some strange reason I'm kind of fine on. Having it in one color is okay. Just literally there's like nothing that you can do with them. So let's turn on the morpher. Let's put in the key. And let's see what sounds are happening.
I can't help that I'm bad. I'm programmed this way. Surrender, Rangers! I can't help that I'm bad. I'm programmed this way.
And there we go. That is. Oh, let's turn that off. And there you go. That is pretty much all that you get with the key and the sound. So let's do the roundup. And there we go, Ranger Nation. There is Roxy. I've got to admit, I really love the figure. The paint, the details, everything is absolutely a-okay, and I actually really like it. The only downside is I kind of really wish that she had more articulation in her hands, and I kind of wish that the feet, as well as the legs, were absolutely kind of perfect, that they weren't kind of easy to turn around or like look like they were going to drop off. But apart from that, this figure is really nice. I am wholeheartedly really happy on how these figures are turning out. They're worth the money. They are definitely worth like picking up. And to add to that, kind of like if you want to have them posing, you know, these are pretty much like a-okay. I do wish that the bad guys had more kind of posing, because you know they are pretty much like Rangers. If you're looking for something to kind of add to your collection, definitely pick up Roxy. Pick up all the others as you can, because I do see that these ones will be very hard to get much later on. But yeah, these are absolutely perfect. I love the detail. This is one of my favorite figures so far. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So, Ranger Nation, what are your thoughts? Would you get Roxy? Would you not? Do you like Beast Morphers? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this video, then why not hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. And as always, Ranger Nation, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.